Hey everyone, welcome to Twin Tuesday. My name is Dana Schmoyer and I am 31 weeks pregnant with Montauk twin girls. This week I want to tell you guys a little bit about my favorite products while being pregnant, and one of those I just found out this last week. I had gone to the store and just bought some cocoa butter that I've used before for just dry skin and everything, and was wanting to use that on my belly for the skin stretching just to keep it moisturized really well. And was using that and everything, but then we had some friends over for dinner who brought me a lot of Burt's Bees products, and one of those was Mama Bee Belly Butter, and this stuff I love. It's not greasy like the cocoa butter that I was using, and it seems to be a lot better at a moisturizer than the cocoa butter as well, so this has moved up to one of my absolute favorite products. Everything else I kind of laughed whenever I was getting a round of other things that I've been using, because I realized that everything else that I use is a product that I have gotten from Young Living, and I have quite a few of them, but really wanted to share them with you because they all have helped in different ways. One of the best ones that I have gone to is an oil called Gentle Baby, and this one has saved me so much. This is a really good oil to put in your bath water, and for me, I've mostly used it whenever my Braxton Hicks start coming more than they should. And so like if I've overdone it for the day and my Braxton Hicks contractions are just coming on top of each other, I'll just soak in the tub and put some of this oil in, and it really just helps my body relax. A couple other oils that I use together is peppermint oil and copaiba oil. I use both of these. I'll mix both of them together with a little bit of coconut oil to rub on my back if I have any sorenesses. Another one that I do is there's an oil called Aroma Life, and I use tangerine oil mixed with it as well. And what I do is I have a container full of mostly coconut oil and then quite a few drops of each of those oils, and I mix those together, and they have helped so much with my circulatory system. So if my arms are starting to fall asleep or my legs are starting to fall asleep or just feeling kind of uncomfortable, that is just kind of a really nice lather to use to be able to not feel so tingly and be able to sleep a little bit better. And then speaking of sleep again, I have this oil that I've used even when I'm not pregnant. It's called Valor, and it just helps me to be able to relax, to be able to sleep if I'm just kind of restless. And I don't know, it's been my go-to. There's quite a few different go-tos for people that are wanting help with just being able to relax so they can sleep, but that's my go-to that I really like. And then my last item that I have really loved and noticed a big difference is Ninja Red. This is a great antioxidant drink that has helped me just to feel not depleted. I can tell the days like whenever I skip it on accident and then I'm like, oh, I'm just dragging that day. And then whenever I take some of this, then I feel a whole lot better and feel like I have a lot more energy for the day. I've mostly been taking Ninja Red at the end of the day because when I'm laying down, that's when the babies will get the nutrients that they need a lot better. But I notice like if I don't take it at the beginning of the day, then I'm the one that's feeling like I'm suffering. So it's best for me whenever I take it in the morning and at night. One last thing that I forgot to tell you guys before I sit down and edit this video is that another major new favorite of mine for being pregnant is going to the chiropractor. I've never visited the chiropractor during a pregnancy. I've visited one after pregnancy to get everything back in alignment, but I've never gone to get in alignment while being pregnant. And the reason why I wanted to go while being pregnant is because baby A has been breech and baby B transverse for about over a month, and they've been pretty still in those positions and kind of getting really comfortable. And I've started reading up on like how are we going to turn these babies and get them to be head down, and somebody also recommended going to a chiropractor in the area that has been highly recommended by several different people. And so I went and visited her and had my first visit, and these babies have been moving so much more after going to that visit. I get to go again twice this week, once again before my ultrasound and once after, and I'm so looking forward to seeing how going to the chiropractor is affecting the babies and their movements and their health and everything, because for me it feels amazing. Like I went in there like in tears almost, didn't cry in front of her because it's the first time that I had met her, but I was so uncomfortable. I was just like, oh my goodness, like not really feeling like anything would be able to help me. But getting my body to start getting back in alignment of where everything should be so everything can function correctly has been amazing. So if you are pregnant, twins or not twins, go see your chiropractor if you're being uncomfortable, especially towards the end of this, and actually especially anytime during your pregnancy, and just get your body in alignment so everything is working as it should. This week at 31 weeks, the girls should be weighing in at 3.5 pounds each, which means the total together is about 7 pounds, which is almost the weight of my babies at full term when I've had my single babies. So things are getting a little bit more. They're a lot more difficult and a lot more uncomfortable, to be honest. But everything's looking healthy and everything. We have another growth ultrasound this week, which I'm very excited to see, like, how much are they actually weighing, because they're heavy. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. Every week I do an update on how the twins are doing, and next week I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the baby equipment that we have and what recommendations we have gotten from people who have had twins and what they say is like a must that you need for twins, and also hopefully share with you our baby registry. If not, share with you a little bit of drama about that, which has not been too fun, but not a huge deal, and I'll learn more about it tomorrow anyways, and then I'll share that with you next week. So make sure you subscribe, come back for that. And on Wednesdays I also talk a little bit about what God has been teaching me throughout the week, and I'll see you tomorrow hopefully. Bye.